Protests happening right now in Los Angeles against ICE raids and its recent raids there. We now know 700 Marines have been ordered to be deployed to the area by the Trump administration. This comes just hours after California Attorney General Rob Bonta announced the state is suing after the president's decision to send National Guard troops over the weekend. CBS 8's Shannon Haney joins us now live in studio to break this all down. The scenes this weekend, very violent.
Yeah, violent, chaotic, and there's a lot to break down. This has been an evolving story throughout the day. We just got word Governor Newsom is sending 400 additional CHP officers to LA. Meantime, those Marines being deployed are expected to arrive from 29 Palms within the next 24 hours. As for that lawsuit, both State Attorney General Rob Bonta and Governor Gavin Newsom say deploying the National Guard was unnecessary and counterproductive. Protesters condemning ICE raids returned to the streets of Los Angeles today following a weekend filled with larger protests, some of which resulted in closed freeways, acts of vandalism, including burned cars and clashes with police. The tension also continued between the Trump administration and California state leaders after the president deployed 2,000 National Guard troops to assist.
They did so without authorization from Governor Newsom and against the wishes of local law enforcement who are on the ground, actively assessing and responding to the situation in Los Angeles in real time.
This morning, Attorney General Rob Bonta announced California is filing a lawsuit in hopes of declaring the deployment unlawful and obtaining a restraining order to halt the use of its troops to manage the protests. Meanwhile, the president stood by his decision.
Trump and Hegseth ignored law enforcement's expertise and guidance and trampled over our state's, California's, sovereignty.
He's an incompetent governor. Look at the job he's doing in California. He's destroying one of our great states. And if I didn't get involved, if we didn't bring the Guard in, and we would bring more in if we needed it, because we have to make sure there's going to be law and order.
Trump's comments came just hours before CBS News confirmed 700 Marines from 29 Palms are mobilizing to deploy to LA. It's unclear what the Marines' role will be. They will not participate in law enforcement activities unless the president invokes the Insurrection Act, which would allow them to suppress violence. As for Governor Newsom, he has criticized the president's actions, saying they're doing more harm than good.
They're trying to incite violence. They're trying to impose the kind of rhetoric that only makes conditions worse, that quite literally put people's lives at risk.
Trump's action to deploy the National Guard marked the first time a president activated the Guard without a state's chief executive's permission since 1965. And Steve, we all know that the relationship between Newsom and Trump has been icy for a long time, and this is just getting worse. Even today, Trump was asked, what do you think about perhaps your border czar arresting Newsom? And he said, oh, I'm all for it. And Trump said, come and get me.
What we need right now are answers, not politics.
Exactly.
Yeah, and when you talk to people from LA, they're frustrated because they feel like this isn't us. This is troublemakers coming in, the same kinds of people that we saw here in San Diego or in La Mesa when we saw those riots. A lot of people said, those aren't people from La Mesa, those are other people. And that's the way they're feeling in LA in these areas. So a really frustrating, chaotic situation.
Yeah, and it's a good point you bring up. The majority of the people protesting or demonstrating have been peaceful. And this is coming from people on the ground that are witnessing it. It's the small minority that's causing this chaos. And now we're having more chaos with the deployment of troops and just the exchange of words between Newsom and Trump.
And all eyes of the nation on LA right now. Shannon, thank you.